it allows a person to sit back and sort of monitor or see how people act and why they act, you know? And because we should all ideally see ourselves as equals, but for some reason, for many reasons, you know, whether it be greed or selfishness or anything like that, or you know the the power struggles that we have in the world, all those stuff get in the way. But right down to it, we all just wanna we all want to be able to see eye to eye, you know, and we should be able to. And I think a performance allows people to sort of look at that and sort of examine it, you know, with a microscope in a sort of way. You get to view it and see what works and what doesn't, and how we go wrong in society or how we go right. And that for me is that's I think that's what acting is about. Just that constant exploration about what drives a person. Um, and I just love it because it allows me to try to get into the mind of someone else, to be someone that I wouldn't be or I don't see myself as being. And when I can somehow, you know, even just for a moment, tune into um, what another person's ambitions that are completely unlike mine, then I think that's a magical moment, you know. And that search, to search for that is that's the fun. That's where the play happens, searching for that. I've had the benefit of being able to do whatever I want. Allows me to really let loose and to do all these roles that I probably wouldn't technically be able to do if I had an agent, because sometimes there's strict rules as to what you can go out for and what you can perform. You see a lot of actors get stuck in certain things. So I've been able to play different ranges of characters, and with that, I have people watch it, and then if they enjoy it, then hopefully the word spreads, and from that I've been able to get more work. And I think it's just having the freedom to just and the fearlessness to just go for it, to just try to do something that you wouldn't typically see yourself doing. And that will eventually lead to more opportunities. In my case, I'm seeing the outcome of that, of just delving into something and just for the fun of it, and just to really embrace it and to find the truth in those moments of acting, and luckily seeing that come to fruition in many other ways and lead to other opportunities of acting. And yeah, right now I've just been riding the wave, but it's a beautiful wave, and it wouldn't be happening if I shut it down. No is something that I don't like to use in my vocabulary too much. Especially with coming to a near-death experience. It makes you cherish life a lot more, and in my case, it makes me want to explore every venue of life as much as possible.